I've literally looked everywhere for my tripod, so we're just gonna do it from this angle, and you guys are just gonna have to deal with it. But anyways, let's talk about the book I'm writing. I kind of just sprung the idea that I am writing a book to you guys in the last video, like randomly, but yes, I am writing a book. It is not like an autobiography or anything like that. It is strictly fiction. It's actually a romance novel, contemporary fiction or contemporary romance, if you would call it. And tomorrow is the cutoff for to be a beta reader. So right now it is Tuesday, so this will be up Tuesday afternoon. Wednesday by 5 p.m. MST time, I will be turning off the beta reader search, and I will be picking my 5 beta readers by Friday, or maybe Wednesday. I don't know, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. I think I said Wednesday, which I'm not sure. Anyways, so if you're interested in being a beta reader for like a contemporary romance novel, roughly 300 pages long, you can sign up and do your survey in the link below. In the description there is a Typeform link, and it takes you to a survey. There is a couple of like legal questions, but they're not scary, I promise. They're not scary. They're not like, it's just basically saying like that you agree to be a beta reader, you agree to not tell anybody what the book is about until after publish date, yada yada yada, basic stuff with being a beta reader. It's nothing scary or intimidating. So if you're scared of commitment that you won't be able to do, well, it's kind of close though, because now you guys know exactly what date we're going to do. So the 14 days will start the day that I send you an email. When you send me an email back confirming everything that I just typed out in that email, then your 14 days will start from the day that I send you your copy of the book, which is digital. It's a digital version. It's not a hard copy or anything like that, because obviously I'm not going to print out 5 terrible, or possibly terrible. They're not terrible, they're really good. This is like the 5th draft that you're getting, so this is pretty much close to it. What you guys tell me, my feedback from my 5 beta readers, and me reading over it one more time and seeing what I need to add to, after that it will be done and complete, and it's ready to be published. So please, 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 if you're signing up for a beta reader, know that you have 14 days from the time that you get the book to read it, and then from that last 14 days you have 2 days to finish the survey. So if you finish the book in like a day and you take the survey within 2 days of the 16-day time frame, you're good to go. You're done. You don't have any more commitment to me for the rest of the 14 days. Like, you're good to go. As long as I get that survey in from you, I am Peach's knees. Your compensation for doing this is you will get a free hard copy of the book. It will be signed. I don't quite have a published date yet, but I do have one in mind that I'm shooting my shot for. But I'm not going to share that with you, because there is a question at the very end of your survey on that Typeform where you can guess what day you think the book will be officially published and ready for market. And the person who is either on the dot, on the money, or the closest to it, if you are not a beta reader, you get a copy of the book, and you also get a $25 coffee gift card to enjoy the book at a local coffee shop. And then if you are a beta reader, you get a $40 gift card for a coffee shop that you can go and reread the hard copy of the book. So that is what you win if you guess the closest to the published date, and obviously we won't know that until the book is actually published. Okay, let's get to the storyline of the book. The book is basically about a girl named Ingrid, which is my middle name. I'm really bad with names, so you're gonna know that some of the names sound very familiar. Ingrid is a military spouse, and her husband Miguel just went out to his last deployment. He has decided to get out of the military. He's in the Marines, and he's getting out because prior to this deployment they wanted to have children. They started going through the process of IVF because they were struggling, but the day of her finding out, or the day of them starting their IVF journey, he gets the call that he's getting deployed. So they put their whole journey on hold because they want him to be home for this journey. Unfortunately, he is KIA, if you know what that means. He passes away while on deployment. And going through his will with the military, she learns that he left her a sample of himself for her to bear and birth his children. So she did not know about this. The rest of the family did, but she did not know that this was happening. So this was a surprise to her. She goes through the stages of grief for like the first half of the book. You kind of get like taste of her grief and how she's handling it. She has the same characteristics as me where it comes to she has had a major death in her life before. It's her dad. Every character, I've basically come to the conclusion, every girl main character that I write any books about, their dad will have passed away in their childhood. That's just going to be something that I always do, because I think it really shapes to be the characters that I can relate to and write from their standpoint, if that makes sense. So that will be like a theme along my books. The next, so she decides eventually to have his children, and she finds comfort in her high school boyfriend throughout the whole journey, but she knows the relationship is toxic. She doesn't really want to, she has no desire, she has a bad taste in her mouth. So the first half of the book, like, she's not interested in anything to do with him. Like, she's interested in focusing on herself and doing what she wishes to do, which is to bear and have children and become a mother. The day that she goes in for her procedure, she leans on someone for support. She feels like she regrets her decision, that she did the wrong thing, and that person is Troy, and she ends up getting a lot more from him than just comfort, if you know what I mean. It could either be Miguel or it could be Troy, which is her high school boyfriend. She doesn't know, and I don't know if you guys will find out or not who the biological father is. She might know, she might not tell anybody, she might not know. It could go various ways of if she knows who the biological father of her baby is. Then she goes through pregnancy. Troy's by her side. They work on their relationship. It does get rocky. They really fight to, you know, have a relationship together and raise this baby together. Troy doesn't care whether it's Miguel's or his. He's committed to being in a relationship with her and starting a family with her, and he knew that might involve Miguel's children one day, because he was aware also of what Miguel did. And you will find a lot of the missing puzzle pieces that put this story together in the book. So if you're having a lot of questions, most of them are probably answered. Some of them are not. Little cliffhangers. And then when she goes into labor, she wants to have a natural labor. She doesn't want any medicine. She doesn't want anything like that. She just wants a pure, like, no medicine, midwife, birth center, listen to her body kind of birth. No medical intervention at all. Just her midwife to catch her baby, basically. That's her dream. That's what she wants. When she's in the hospital, or when she's in the birth center giving birth, Miguel walks in and makes his presence known, that he is in fact alive, and that there was a mishap in his dog tags and who he was, and that he was not actually KIA, he was MIA. So now she's stuck in a really hard place. Does she continue her life with Troy, or does she go back to her life with Miguel? And yeah, it's really sad book, and there are a lot of characteristics about my life that you will see in this book. And if I decide to write another book, which I already have a storyline for another one too, you will see that, in fact, that Ingrid has a lot of characteristics that share to me. A lot of her story, a lot of who she is, a lot of how she was raised, a lot of her past is very similar to mine, if not exactly the same. So it'll be fun for you guys to decipher what is fact from fiction. Because I don't really tell my life story, except for you guys know that my dad died. You know my life with Mauricio, and that's basically it. You don't know all the facts and stuff like that, and I chose to keep it that way. So it'll be fun for you guys to figure out which ones are facts or fiction, but you probably will never get your answer. You'll just have to assume what you think is facts versus fiction. But anyways, I just wanted to post this quick video. It's not very quick. It's going to be over 8 minutes long, because it has to be. So yeah, if you're interested in being a beta reader, if this sounds like something that you would enjoy, if it's your timeline, you would really like to do it, go ahead and sign up in the link below. And I can't wait to work with you guys, and I cannot wait for you guys to read this book, because let me tell you, I wish I could read this book for the first time. Like, I wish that I could take what I wrote out of my brain and put it in a locked box, and read the book for the first time, because it's good. I promise you guys, it's really, really good. Obviously, it's not gonna be everybody's cup of tea, but it is my cup of tea, and I hope it's your guys' too. So I'm so excited. So sign up or wait for the book to come out if you just want to be a casual reader. But yeah, and see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
So I just close my eyes